I'm Gopal Thapa, and today I am going to have my presentation on MIS, and my topic is about the Python. It's on Google Colab, and here my content are dataset, data cleaning, analysis, and visualization. For here, today we are going to analyze the Netflix dataset. Our aim is to understand the dataset, find patterns, identify outliers, and explore the relationship between the variables by using non-graphical and graphical techniques. For this, we have to understand the dataset, and our business case is to predict the Netflix users all over the world about the movies distributions and TV shows. After understanding our business case, we have to know about our variables before analyzing them, and we have 12 variables. They are show ID, type, title, director, cast, country, data date, release year, rating, duration, listed in, and descriptions. Understanding our business case, we have to import our data we need in CSV format. The next step is importing the necessary libraries. Here I used Jupyter Notebook for my analysis. After importing our libraries, we named our dataset as df, and then we used the code df head to show only the head of our variables. That we use df info, which is uh, for the method to returns the information about the data frame, including the index, data type, and column, non-null values, and memory usage. We use the code df shape, which help us to know about the uh, variables, total variables, and total number of experiment, which is 8,807 experiments, or that's observations, and we have 12 variables. And df column helps us to know the variables, which shows that show ID, type, title, director, cast, country, data edit, release years, rating, duration, listed, description, data type is object. These are the some of our variables for today. After that, we uses the code df describe, which helps to know about the numeric data. Results index will include like count, mean, standard mean, mediums, and minimum and maximum, as well as lower 50 median and upper percentile serial. And after that, describe null. This will help to know about the string or timestamp, and the result index will also include count, unique, top, and frequency. Here we have so ID S1 is the top, and has a maximum frequency of 6,131, and the country United States is the highest number of users of Netflix. Here are the list given, we can see it here. And after that, data cleaning, in which we will check the missing values and duplicate values. Use df null combining with sum, we can sum up all the missing values for each variable. After that, we'll check for the duplicates, and we'll use df drop duplicates, keep first in place true code, which will help us to keep the first row of the duplicate ones, and in place 2 is used to change the data frame permanently. If we did not use in place attribute, we would not remove the duplicate observation from the data. That our next content is data visualizations, and we this is the very important part of the our presentation, as we know that picture is worth 1,000 words, and for this part we use univariate, bivariate, and multivariate analysis to show the distribution and the relationship between the variables. We use the histoplot diagram as SNS here, and we see the relationship between the release year distribution and the release year, how it distributed, and it show that maximum of the movies are released on 2000 to 2020, in the range of 2000 to 2020. After that, we use another code, which also SNS dot histoplot of movies durations, which shows that there are the mostly movies are of 80 to 100-minute durations, and they are not uniform here, because there are movies from 100 minutes to a very low timing of almost 1 minute. So there is similar graph. Similarly, we use another code, and there is a some relationship between the show ID distributions and this count. And similarly, we have shown another for uh, here is another. It is a different box plot views. Using this box plot view, we can easily interpret our variables if it has outliers. Outliers can be easily removed from our data set. Outliers, we use the following uh, code, and we print IQR, and there is some 6 numbers that are for the IQRs, that are IQR. Yeah, here are the list of list of outliers. Uh, a common way to remove outlier is used IQR method here. Yeah, and after obtaining the interquartile range, we can use IQR method to see outlier or remove them. Now for the univariate analysis, we use the bar chart here, and for this bar chart we are comparing the total number of movies and TV shows, and it shows that the movies are comparably double the number of the TV shows. Uh, Similarly, also there is a bar chart here will which visualize the rating distributions, and here we came to know that TVMA has a higher rating values with more than 3000, and TV14 is in second place, and similarly other goes. Similarly, next shows is about the type distributions about the movies and TV shows, and here we can know that there is movies are distributed very oftenly than that of TV shows, almost double of that of the TV shows. And our next is about the regional distributions. uh, Here we saw that regional distribution, yeah, and United States is top among the regions, whereas India is in second, and United Kingdom. Similarly, we can also know that top four are have a very huge margins in between them, and after that there is a almost uniform level that we are using bivariant analysis. For this, we have chosen the two variables, release years and show IDs. Bivariant analysis is analysis of exactly two variables. For box plot, categorical versus numerical, and scatter plot, it is a numerical versus numerical. This one is skeletal. Scatter plot between the release year and versus show ID. After that, we use box plot for type and versus release years. It is a very very efficient method, and pair plot is another evaluation method. We show a relationship between two numerical value as well as distribution of each variable. Here it shows that movies are released more often than that of the TV shows. Yeah, and this pair plot diagram shows that release years are often release years in which movies are released mostly. It is in the range of 2000 to 2025, and our next is a heat map where it shows the correlations matrix between the release years and show ID, and it shows the relationship between these two variables here. For this project, I have used release year and show ID as two variables, and it shows a little correlation between them. Yeah, we examined our data set using exploratory data analysis and try to understand each variables. Our purpose is to understand data before making any assumption, and by this EDA help us to see the distributions and also the statistics relationship between variables and also outliers, and also cleaning that outliers if you want. uh, if the most essential part of this project is to understand the data visualization and relationship between variables. That's the end of our my project, and thank you. This is my final presentation is completed here. So thank you for being with me.